What's up, guys? Hope everybody's doing well. I'm shooting a follow-up video here to the video I made on building a ballast box for my tractor. So this is on my Kubota B2601, 26 horse tractor, 3-point lift capacity. I think these things are rated at like 1,800 pounds or something like that, at 2 feet behind the pivot point, or however those are rated. But I made a long, extensive video of building this ballast box, and I had someone ask me if I could provide dimensions on it. So I thought I'd just shoot a real quick follow-up video here, show you the kind of the position here. So when this thing is all the way up, you can see that I kind of designed it so I get all the way up and almost hit that top length, but not quite. Tucks in real nice in behind the tractor, about as close as I could get it without, having contact issues. Works pretty well. It shows that's at the top position of the 3-point there. It kind of gives you an idea how far off the ground I am. So when I'm all the way up, I've got about 15 inches of clearance off the ground, which works pretty good. You can see I get a little mud in the back. I live in the middle of the timber, basically, and got a lot of hills around here, and so being stable is important. So I keep this thing real low to the ground most of the time, which is why you can see that I drag it in the mud, but trying to keep a low center of gravity. So anyway, just kind of give you some dimensions to answer the question that I was asked. Let's see if I can tell you what I'm going to do. So this is in top position. I'm going to go ahead and drop it down a little bit. And I made this thing, I don't know if I necessarily would have done it the same way this way if I did it again or not, but I basically made it so that when it's in the kind of typical carry position, that it's pretty well flat, as you can see. So when I set it all the way down, the back end of the ballast box actually touches. It doesn't sit flat on the ground, but sorry, I got a dog party going on outside my house here. But anyway, I knew that when I set this down, I'm either going to set it on like a rolling dolly in my shop, or I'm going to set it up on some blocks outside. So I wasn't really worried about it sitting flat on the ground. And it's worked out pretty well for me. So dimension-wise, total width, there you go, from outside of angle to outside of angle, I guess I'm 30 1/4 is where I ended up being. These side pieces, I'm just going to do everything outside corner to outside corner. Those side pieces, I'm at 6 1/4. The sides that go up toward the front, if you can see that, I'm right at 14 inches. And then the front, I'm right at about 10 inches. 10 1/4 is basically where I'm at. And then for height, again, this is angle to angle. I made that right at 2 feet. I did mount a receiver tube in there for moving trailers around. And I've used that some. It's handy if I have this thing on the tractor. Honestly, I built a a bolt-on receiver hitch that actually goes on the bucket, and I really use that more often for moving trailers. It works really slick, being able to just move from the front, but it's nice to have this option as well. So just for full reference, that I mounted, looks like I've got that tube, about 9 inches from the bottom of the ballast box. And then I angled that top link adapter there. I don't even know what that is. That's probably, I'm going to say that's probably 30 degrees, maybe something like that. I just played with it. I knew I wanted to have everything as tight as possible, so kind of measured up with my top link, screwed all the way in as short as it would go, you know, to get it to a position so it's sitting fairly level to the ground. So, and then I don't even remember. I guess I probably talked about it in the build video, but I can't remember how many bags of concrete that I put in there, but I estimate that I'm probably about 600 pounds total weight on that. And truthfully, that's probably, I could have gone a little bit lighter. I think I probably could have, you know, held off a bag or two of concrete, and probably would have been plenty heavy, because there's weight there. It does its job. No question about that. But anyway, thought I'd just shoot that quick video with those dimensions for the gentleman who had asked. Oh, one other thing I should throw in there. Sorry for all the background noise, noisy neighbors and noisy dogs. As far as this crossbar, from the bottom, so you can see that is 12.5 inches. So just a hair over halfway up, and that works good. It actually makes it so with that location there, even without the top link attached, when I lift up with the arms, I can by hand, I can move it around, lift it up, and then I can move it back and forth to find my, to get my pin set on my top link. So that works out really well. So anyway, hopefully that helps. If you guys have any questions, throw me a comment down below if I missed anything, and take care.